you're walking, that's good. I'm doing the rest. That is.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. In your own time, right? Yeah, I'm not sweet. I mean, I've been sick. It's good. Yes, sir. That's not like
They're fine. I don't rest.
Sean is so awesome that she is so under control that practicing in the choir. She's like, no, but she did. And she is. So yeah, for the second or third song, we're in an altar over there.
Gone back and scratched their back. That's right. Well, so you either gotta get it down out here, or
well, I think
right. Well, part of what happens is you don't pull hard enough. It works its way forward again. And so it's going to be
on the adjusting the
holder. Something about it sort of spring loaded.
Do you find yourself having some tough
I'm upstairs. Are you doing this again like next week?
Good morning. How's everyone doing today? Hope you are well. It's a little bit dreary outside, but it's very nice in here. Looks like we have some people from out of town visiting us here. That's nice. It's a guy that just still want to say thank you on, so we're going to say thank you one time, everybody. 2, 3, and... Thank you. Cool. Now we're going to stand up, and we're going to start this song off. It's just me today. There's no drums. There's no extraneous other singers. It's just me for a while today, so we're going to say thank you. Thank you, 2, 3, and thank you, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, 2. Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Woo! All right, you may be seated. Oh, here we are beginning a day with gratitude and love and open hearts, and we're coming together to bring that light out into the world. So welcome, I'm glad you're here. You are at Unity Center of Peace in Chapel Hill, just in case, you're checking. I'm Reverend Victoria Loveland-Coen, and to my left is a wonderful Maria Kavanaugh. Yeah. Who is our board president, and also she is our service leader today. And come on in, come on in. We want to say hello to those of you joining us online, Facebook or YouTube. We're glad you are here. If you wanted to say hello in the chat, and we feel like we have a conversation going. All right, so let's take a deep breath together, bring ourselves into this present moment, and we've got the lighter going. Let's take a moment to be with this sacred element of fire. Breathe that in. And from this place, I invite you to say our opening invocation together with me, which is on the screen here. Together, there is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God, the good omnipotence. Breathe that in. Feel this infinite good that is here, present, just waiting for us, ever available for us to just make that adjustment in our consciousness and open to it and say yes to it. So we are doing that today. We're saying yes. And so it is.
I surrender. I trust and I know. As I surrender.
And so I invite you to close your eyes or gaze softly down, or just soften your gaze. And let's take a couple of deep breaths together in our own pace. Perhaps on your next inhalation, you hold your breath for just a moment at the top and exhale deeply, holding at the bottom too, emptying that space. And in your own time, I invite you to breathe in this rhythmic way for just a couple of moments. This is the moment, the opportunity for us to step into the arms of love. I heard last week from a thought leader somewhere that it might have been our own Reverend Victoria, that love is the everything. And all of the negative, hard things in life are simply the absence of love. And so this moment, we have these few moments to breathe and invite in love, space, openness. Perhaps you have an intention for yourself this morning, for your day, for your life. And if not, I offer up the simple intention of all is well. Breathing rhythmically, allowing the space, exhaling. All is well. And bring this inside as we move into the silence. We'll try that one more time. And as your mind wanders, I invite you to bring your awareness back to your intention. Something that brings you back into this moment where all is well, right here, right now, all is well. And it's in this quiet, calm energy that just perhaps, we can breathe into our heart space and feel the chest expanding. Feel the gratitude for the miracle that is our body, or are our bodies. Feel gratitude for the energy that is definitely circulating through this room in this moment, the energy of space and love and all is well right here, right now. Thank you for that. And we know when we move through our lives, our days, our moments, with hearts open and loving, that we actually are moving energy. This is a real thing. And so in this moment, this building, this space is a powerhouse of love. And we can send this love out to the world, to those we love, people, places, situations that just don't have this knowing just yet. I invite you to say softly to yourself or out loud the names of any people, places, situations that you want to share this love with right now. And in that same beautiful energy, I hold our Unity Center of Peace prayer box in my hands close to my heart, affirming that all of the people who have placed prayer intentions into this box embrace and understand that the abundance that they're seeking, the abundance of health and wholeness, the abundance of relationship and connection, the abundance of financial security, the abundance of whatever intention they're calling forth, that when they open to the possibility of this love that surrounds us, that is in every cell of our being, it is done. It is done. And just for one last moment, I invite you to send yourself just some love, some tenderness, a kind word. Could be as simple as, "You've got this," or "I love you." Because it starts with ourselves and it starts with our hearts. And so now, taking a couple of deep breaths, when you're ready, wiggling fingers and toes, opening your eyes, softly gazing down perhaps. And then in another breath, have a look around and make connection with some of your energy sharers. Yeah. Thank you, and so it is. And so now if you join me in our vision and mission, which is on the screen. Our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. And our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is. Lovely. Special treat for music this morning. Thank you, Chris Whiteneck, music director. Yeah.
Yes. Just me this morning. Well, actually, there's 4 other people coming up. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. But I've deconstructed one of my medleys from my little lounge gig, and I've put it together here for this. Hope you enjoy this. This is about finding your awakening and taking care of yourself. You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged till you realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you makes you feel so small, but I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me your smile. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when the last time I heard you laughing. When this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can, just call me up, 'cause you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Every day is so wonderful, and suddenly it's hard to breathe. Now and then I get insecure from all the pain. I'm so ashamed. When this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can, just call me up, 'cause you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, 'cause that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
Thank you, Chris. That was beautiful, powerful. Yes. Good morning. So last week, we began with this big, bold statement about who we truly are. I guess our true colors. Taking a cue from the master teacher, Jesus, who said, "You are the light of the world." And over 2,000 years later, we're still thinking, well, that couldn't be what he meant. He probably meant there's this little tiny spark within us that if we fan it, if we, work on it, we're really good, then maybe someday we'll become light, right? No, he stated it as fact. You are the light of the world. Go shine, please. Please. Because we're focusing on this because the light is so urgently needed now. Light is so urgently needed. And we talked about, how we wanted to remind ourselves that darkness has no power in and of itself. That there's no presence of darkness, it's just the absence of light. Right? And when we turn on the light, the darkness vanishes. And so last week, we explored 3 ways that we could activate that light within us and begin to shine it. And adding all of our lights together, really begin to dispel some of the quote-unquote darkness. Right? So we looked at those 3 things. And we also talked about how, we don't mean that we need to ignore what's going on or refuse to do anything about injustice or the climate crisis. Indeed, we must, right? But what we're saying is that we refuse to fight darkness with darkness. Listening to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said darkness does not drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. And so we're taking that to heart today, right? And we looked at the 3 activation keys, if I could have that slide up now. These 3 activation keys that I asked you to sort of meditate on, take with you this week. Number 1 is to remember who you are and who everyone else is. Divine beings expressing, light expressing, and offer forgiveness for yourself and others. And then that every interaction choose love over fear. And I think that's what you were talking about, Maria, that every expression is either an expression of love or a cry for love. So our job in a moment when we're conscious is to offer love rather than fear. And that small acts of kindness make a big difference. And then the third thing was to help other possibilities emerge. That is the word hope, is helping other possibilities emerge. And so I asked you last week to think about, first of all, what are those other possibilities? How can I help them emerge? How am I being hope in action or being light expressing? In maybe just little ways, just little acts of kindness, maybe in big ways, doing a big thing to radiate light into the world. So I asked you to think about ways that you do that, or ways that you see other people do that and it inspires you. And to come up to the microphone today and share what you either have seen other people do, or that you do, or that you'd like to do. And when you think about it, think about how you might express this in a concise way so that we can have as many people come up as possible. Now, we're going to start, though, with a video that was sent to me by Carla and Maria, this incredible woman who is really light radiating. And she's talking here about how we need to nurture our light, care for our own light, and then express it. So let's see if we can get that video going.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry. When I was a girl growing up, I did cleaning work. I did all kinds of cleaning work, but I cleaned houses in the morning and on
Can you all
weekends.
hear?
And in the evenings, I cleaned banks. And I would catch the bus to and from work. And I started this job probably when I was about 12 and continued all the way through high school, and then sometimes in graduate school even. But I would meet these other women who were on the corner. I say other women. I was a girl, they were women. And they would be on the corner with me catching the bus to and from. And I would ask them all kinds of questions about how to clean, what's the best way to use this. And they would tell me, because they knew then what the world is finding out now, that cleaning work is essential work. And without good cleaning and sanitation, everybody gets sick. One woman would be off to the side, kind of quiet, and she was always kind of sizing me up. And then one day she pulled me aside and she said, "Little girl, always clean the light." I said, "Ma'am?" She said, "Always take care of the lights." "Ma'am?" She said, "Every house you go in that first hallway, there's always a big chandelier. Nobody's cleaned it. Get yourself a ladder, climb up there, climb up to that light, and take your solution with you. Put it in a little bowl and clean each crystal and clean the base and make sure you clean the bulb. Make sure you clean the light itself, because nobody cleans the light. And if you take care of the light, everything shines." Well, I did what she said. The very first time I did it, the woman of the house came out and said, "What did you do? It looks amazing in here." And the husband came in and he said, "Who is this girl? And whoever she is, get her back and make sure you pay her extra." Always take care of the light. That has stayed with me. In my life, I don't do cleaning work anymore for a job, for a living, but I always take care of the light. There's a light inside of each of us that must be nurtured, that must be cared for, that needs to shine brightly. It hasn't been addressed. It hasn't been talked to. It hasn't been loved. Give it the music it wants. Give it the dance it needs. Give it the sunshine it so admires. Give it the stars at night. Your light, that thing about you that shines so brightly that others want to see, needs to be nurtured and loved and cared for. It's been forgotten. We're given this time to really take care of the light. Shine. And when you do, you give others permission to do the same. Don't hide your light somewhere under a bushel or in a corner. Shine your light and take care of it. Nurture it. Love it. The world needs you to shine. Hi.
Isn't that great? Yeah, very important to remember. We want to nurture and take care of our own light so that we can shine it, so that we can give it. And it's a mutual thing. Also when we're giving, when we're shining, when we're making someone else's life a little lighter, then that reflects on us and we feel better about ourselves and we shine more bright. So who's going to be the first person who wants to come up and share? Oh, Brad, okay. Come on up.
I'll break the ice.
Oh, fabulous.
And then there'll be a flood of people that come up. So this message is actually it's about choosing love over fear, but it's also a thank you to this community, because I think most people know here, or those who are new, Maria and I had that accident 18 months ago. That was really a really bad accident, and it was really scary. And people always say, when they hear about the accident, "I'm so sorry that happened to you." And I always respond the same way. I'm not sorry it happened, because it's been a really positive inflection point in our life. And the reason for that is because, and again, in moments like that, when you think, are you going to be able to heal, there's a lot of fear. But we were showered in love by this community from the first instant that happened, and relentlessly for months as we were going through that. I meant that in a good way, by the way. It's like, yeah, like really. But that got us through the fearful moments, right? I mean, that's and it certainly, our relationship with the community was already deep, but that deepened it. And so I just wanted to say a thank you, so it's an acknowledgement that know that even the smallest things sometimes can help somebody else find their light. And you did, because then Maria, after the accident, Maria opened a new exciting business. I launched a book. Like, it became a real positive inflection point in our life in a lot of ways. And I credit this community for a lot of that. So thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, and so that could be something too, that somebody showed some kindness to you and helped your light become brighter, your life become a little brighter. Okay, who would like to share next? Oh, okay, Sue Ann, and then Kellen in the back. Okay.
Hi, everybody. For the last few months, I've been with a lot of people on various street corners holding up signs. And we call ourselves democracy protectors. We don't call ourselves protesters. And Friday was an exceptionally great day. I was on the corner of Roxborough and Martin Luther King in Durham. And it was so elating because we got a lot of honks and we got a lot of waves, and we were able to pass out a lot of flyers. And then I took a bunch of flyers over to Lanza's Cafe, where they have a great open mic on Friday nights. And I passed out every one of those flyers. And yesterday, I went to the the Chapel Hill Market, passed out a lot more flyers. It makes me so happy. It makes me so light-filled to do that kind of work. Someone's sign said, activism is a way of coping. That's my way of coping right now.
Thank you, Sue Ann. Thank you. All right, yes, Kellen, come on up.
Good morning. So my shoes is something funny because what I want to say is about presence. I just started a new job as a server. I was a server for so many years. Then I stopped for about 7 years, and then I started again. And what I am learning at this job is about presence. So I meet every challenge with humor because there are moments. There are always moments. So I think the best way to cope with those is with humor. So I have this new affirmation that I want to say before I go back to my job is, may everything I touch today carry ease, respect, and light. Because I feel that challenges is what really, it's not what we do, it's how we present ourselves. I could be serving a tray of food among people that are VIP. That was the event last night. And I said, we are all the same. But a lot of times people get caught up in the titles and they become identified by that. But once you remove that title, who are they? But I could be serving chicken or anything, but my presence and my essence is always the same. And if I embody that, I remind others of their essence. So I think that is very important. Mm-hmm. Presence is more important than anything. So remember that.
Very good. Absolutely. Thank you, Kellen. Beautiful. Okay. Chris, are you coming up?
I was offering a seat.
Okay. And Kara, are you raising your hand or are you just scratching your... Okay, yeah, Maria.
I'll just go here. So during the pandemic, hard days, our daughter was 15 and at home, like all of the youth of the world, pretty much. And they were hard months and actually hard years. I was getting emails around, the plight of teenagers, depression, anxiety, phone addiction, computer addiction, I was terrified, right? And the longer she stayed in her room, because she just stayed in her room for days on end, she made it very clear at a certain point she wanted nothing to do with either of us. And my fear was palpable, right? And so my responses to her was always trying to draw her out, trying to make her see the lights, trying to make her feel happy, trying to show her that there was something else, telling her what could happen if she kept doing this. And there was a moment where she turned to me and she said, "You and I will never have a normal relationship. I don't trust you." And I was like, what? And so I had the presence of mind to say nothing except, well, that's not an option for me. Let me go away and think about it, and I'll come back to you. And so I did that, and I called on spiritual thought leaders. I called on our community. I called on some deep knowing, and what I came to understand that I was mirroring to her. She was giving me exactly what I was giving her, right? Fear, stress, irritation, like, I'm telling you what you have to do. Why won't you just do it? And it was going nowhere. And so I think it was Abraham Hicks on a YouTube video talking about teenagers. And Abraham Hicks comes up, has this theory of segment intending, which is weird wording. But it was, before you have any interaction with a hard situation, find your heart. This is my take on it. It's not her words. Find your heart and find the good in that person. Find the good in the situation that can come out. And so I actually went to work and physically had to bring my light in before I even said good morning to her. Because until I had that shining light of love for her goodness, for all of her sweetness, for all of the good that was her that I had forgotten because I was so frightened for her, nothing was going to happen. And it was months, but slowly things changed, and I'm happy to say she and I have a lovely relationship now, and she came with us on one of our adventures for this new business as our assistant. She's doing great in life. She survived social media, she survived the phone, she survived her room, and she is also a shining light. So my heart's so grateful for this knowledge, right? Because I wouldn't have got there if I hadn't been taught that. Thank you.
Yeah, and you did it. You put it to work. Put it to work. Alt, should we bring the mic to you? Yeah, you okay? Okay.
This is an example.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm doing something this afternoon from 1 to 3.
Yeah.
I'm doing something from 1 to 3, and it's about health, wealth, and happiness, and how hypnosis works on that. And the other day I said, what is this doddering old fool going to talk about? How can he convince a room full of people that he knows anything about health, let alone wealth and happiness? And I said, we were in a parking lot at South Mall, and my daughter said, the parking lot is jammed full. We can't find a space. And I said, hell, if I'm going to give this thing on Sunday, I know how to manifest parking spaces, for God's sake. That's Manifestation 101.
That's right.
So I said, hey, God, if I can really do this and you want me to give this thing on the 12th, that's today, show me a sign, get me a parking space immediately. My daughter said a parking space opened up in front of her. And she said, it seemed like the ground shifted, and there was now a parking space where there wasn't one. And I said, honey, that's impossible, for God's sake. But there was a parking space, and so I'm going to do this on Saturday. I think it was a miracle. But God always acts in a way that you can blame it on a miracle, credit it to a miracle, or blame it on, or call it a synchronicity. And it's up to you what you call it.
Yeah. Thank you.
So-
Thank you. Yeah. Very good. All right. Oh, thank you. Robbie, you want to come up?
I'm not one to get in the microphone, but yesterday we had the picnic, the annual picnic, and I was enlisted to be an assistant for grilling. So I went out the day ahead and cleaned the grill and kind of took a look at the land and took my doggies for a little walk on the beach there. And then yesterday showed up, and I was the first one there, which never happens. She knows very well. I'll be late for my death.
Well, that's a good thing.
And so I said, well, I guess I'm grilling. And it's really cold out here, so great that I brought some firewood, a little bit to start the fire. Got that going, and then Kevin showed up with a truck full of wood and knowledge of, fire building, and a paddleball net and court and all that, set that up. I go, okay, this is going pretty good. And then it was time to cook, and there was no food. So I said, well, just be patient. And this is maybe an hour into, it started at 11, we're supposed to start cooking at 12. Right around that time, some other folks showed up and said, we'll be right back with the food. So they gave me an ETA. I started the briquettes to meet that ETA and began the grilling. And so with the assistance with Brad and Way and Kevin and others that were doing things behind the scenes, just taking care of things that needed to be taken care of, I feel like it went really well. Yeah. And we had a really great fire. I love fire. So anything that's involved fire, I'm there. And so that just really warmed my heart. And it helped me. I'm working on this program with my dog. We're becoming a emotional support team for an organization called Pet Partners. So we're becoming partners to go places, give people this feel-good thing. And one of their concepts for pets, the acronym PETS, presence, eye contact, touch, and speech. I'm just reading it all the time because I have to take a test so we qualify. And I thought, you know what, that applies to me and this community too. It's like those are really valuable aspects. And so the net of it at the end of the day, I went, you know what, I got to practice that, but like on a much higher level. And so I appreciate everybody that was there, that helped and contributed, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to be of service and to embrace people. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. It was amazing. It was like that story of the stone soup, where somebody has no food, no soup, I got a stone, and then somebody comes and goes, well, I have a carrot. Can we put the carrot in there? Somebody else, well, I have a a cabbage. Let's put that in there. And it becomes, as a community event, you have this glorious soup. It was a manifestation of that yesterday. Yeah, it was great. Okay, we have time for maybe one or two more. Yeah, Irina, come on down.
Well, once in my life, I had a miracle that I did not know when it was happening at the moment. But in Chicago, I was living on the second floor, and somebody I knew, the family, the person, the guy, came to hurt me that I did not know. I was sleeping. It was knock at the window on the second floor. And when we're talking about grace of God and see the light in the person, I consider myself pretty intelligent person, but I didn't ask at 6 a.m. why the person coming through the window. I went and I opened the window. And at that moment, I only knew the good about the person. I didn't know the bad story of it. So all I could see is the light in that person and feel that why you here at 6 a.m. And he said, my wife didn't let me in because I'm drunk. I said, this was all unconscious. I just knew after fact that there was a past history of this person doing those things. But I was deeply caring for it. I said, you have a son, you have a daughter. My boyfriend who just left to work, he's your best friend. I said, all I could keep telling him how good he has. Like, you have a family, you have a son, you have a beautiful son. And I said, okay, go to sleep and rest. My boyfriend was a best friend of yours. The miracle happened. I didn't know what I'm doing, but all that I deeply cared. That's what I felt. That's all I felt. This person, after some time talking, and we've been calming him down, like caring deeply for him, he walked out of the door. There was a second person waiting downstairs who's supposed to back him up in this act, whatever he was doing. They left home. I find out in the evening, because when my boyfriend came home, he knew about this person, and he saw cigarette butts, and he knew he was there, and he thought he killed me. I was not home. He went to kill him, and kill him, and then was response. I didn't do nothing. And then he came home and told me all of this, and then I understood what happened, but I had no clue. It is a miracle. But someone comes and you all can see the light, deeply, truly caring. This person could not harm me. Mm-hmm. He walked back home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's beautiful.
And I don't know. Yeah. That's all I know.
It was like your higher self took over and was doing the action.
It was grace of God, I think, that guided me. Yeah. But that was true deep love and care for that person. Yeah. And he could not harm me.
Yes, right.
I'm grateful.
Thank you. Darkness vanishes in the face of light, right? That's how it is. That's how it goes. All right, so this week, think about these things that you've heard. Think about times that you have had that experience happen to you, or maybe you've done it, and think about moments that you can be present. I love that thing about be present, making eye contact, and allowing that higher love within to shine and touch the heart of somebody who you just don't know. You just don't know what that person's going through, right? But your love, your light could absolutely change everything for them, right? Will you do it? Yes. All right. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you all.
All right, so with great enthusiasm, I introduce the UCP choir for today. We have Wei here, singing tenor, bass, and soprano. Roshana, Annie, and Lisa.
And you, please.
Please.
And you. So these songs are pretty familiar. I think we have a slide for this one.
We do.
Cool.
It's coming up.
2, 3, 1, 2, and
Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are many textures, we are many colors, each one different from the other. But we are entwined in one another in one great tapestry. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are many instruments playing our melodies, each one tuned to a different key. We are playing in harmony, in one great symphony. Weave us together, weave us together, unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. We are many textures, we are many colors, each one different from the other. But we are entwined in one another in one great tapestry. Weave us together, weave us together, unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love. Weave us together, weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together, weave us together, together in love.
Thank you. Wow. Talk about, this is our moment actually to just, this is a new segment about, as we move into the portion of our service that is about gratitude and receiving and giving. I would love to acknowledge the volunteers, and it's not on this sheet, but 4 people got up this morning at goodness knows what time to get to Unity at 9:45 to practice that and to share. And I heard those beautiful harmonies. That was magnificent. Thank you very much to all of you. Yeah, that's very cool. And I'm not going to go into the great depths, but I just want to acknowledge Robbie's comment that yesterday was a true masterpiece of giving and being the light and sharing in community. And what was really so beautiful about yesterday is how many of you newer folks showed up. And can you feel, for those of you who came, just that starting to weave together that sense of belonging and community and little connections being made. And this is what it starts with, these kinds of moments. So thank you to everyone. And really, we were an epic team yesterday that pulled something pretty wonderful together. So thanks for acknowledging that, Robbie. And thank you to everyone else that was there. We also want to give love and appreciation to our very own Chris Eagle, repairman extraordinaire. There was a urinal last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, if some of you didn't know. Who looked after it? Chris Eagle. We may have had just a tiny little mouse problem a couple of months ago, and we got some experts in to deal with it, but who weighed in and helped us make the right decision? Chris Eagle. There was a driveway that was full of lumps and bumps, and we were looking at a minimum bill of about $4,000 to have a scraper brought in and gravel brought in, and I think it was Reverend Victoria showed up here on a afternoon, and who was here who had rented a machine himself and was filling the holes and scraping the driveway himself? Chris Eagle. So can we just give Chris some love and appreciation? And can I just say, as we are moving towards, in a couple of weeks, next weekend we'll have our volunteer fair. We really, really are calling forth building and ground support, because this building is 40 plus years old. It needs love and attention. We want it to be here in 100 years, and we're grateful that it is Chris Eagle, but please, if you've got abilities and capacities, we need you, and we call you forth to bring you that light to this community. So keep that in mind. Right. Melissa and Dana, thank you for the gardening. The garden's getting ready to go to sleep, but it's been a labor of love, and thank you very much. It's really beautiful. Robbie, Maria, Brad, oh yeah, good for us. Azadeh and Michael, both of you have answered the call to help upstairs, and I know that as a parent, sometimes it is the last thing you want to do is not have your hour and a half or hour and 15 minutes in the sanctuary on a Sunday, because that's your break. Where are you, Azadeh? Is she here? Not here. Anyway, to say yes to that calling when your own kiddos are upstairs is a big deal, and thank them for that. And again, we are in between YFM assistants at the moment, and so if anyone else feels the calling to just spend an hour every couple of months upstairs until we get somebody new sorted, that would be greatly appreciated. And you can talk to Shannon or myself after the service about that. Right, okay, what's next? Oh, perfect segue. The other way we give is, of course, our financial contributions to this community, and this is what sustains us. Ideally, we're not spending $4,000 on a gravel driveway because we have volunteers that do it, but this building takes money and resources, and offering this Sunday service and everything we offer takes money and resources. So your gifts are so greatly appreciated. To those of you who are sustainers, automatic payment, thank you so much. To those of you who are consistent givers but give via Venmo and would like something to place into the bowl, thank you very much. Everybody else, thank you very much. It doesn't matter how much you're giving today, although we're very grateful for as much as you feel your heart is ready to release into our care. But I invite you just to take your gift in your hands. Close your eyes just a minute and breathe into this card, this money, this intention, all of the generosity and love with which you're giving, the light that this represents, because it is the light that keeps the tactical stuff moving. And so we actually say thank you to ourselves for the opportunity to be this person, be this support for this community. It is a gift to us, because in the giving, we are receiving. We're receiving this open-hearted connection and love and growth. And from that presence, I invite you to share our sacred blessing on the screen together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of
little something new this morning. I would love to pass our prayed upon prayer box to our prayer chaplain today, Karen Rowe, who is our trained prayer partner. Karen will take this box, place it in the lobby, and will be offering the 3-minute miracle affirmative prayer experience for anyone in our midst who feels called to pray with somebody who is coming from the highest perspective. Such love, such beauty. She's an amazing, wondrous prayer. So avail of that in the back room on the left after the service, if so called. So thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. And in this abundance, let's raise our hands to these bowls. Taking a breath. And let's just feel the gratitude. Let's just feel the love for this community and for the light that's shining from our hearts up and out into the world. And let's say together, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it. Keeping right along. Okay, yeah. So new guests, if you're here today for the first time, if you haven't received one of these cards, please raise your hand and one of our greeters will bring it over. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. If you're here for the second or third time and haven't received this more detailed package about what Unity is all about, please raise your hands and we'd love to share one of these with you. Or if you'd just like to see one because you're curious what's in it, raise your hands and we'd be happy to share that with you. And to those of you online, welcome. We're so glad you're here. And if you put your name into the chat, we'd be happy to share some information with you there too. Okay. Good. Thank you. Special music. Come on up, choir. Pardon? Yeah. That's it. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. Sit down, ladies. Sorry. Darn it. I nearly got through it. It was so close. Right. So our flower angel this week, beautiful fall flowers from Debbie Hall. And Debbie writes that this bouquet of flowers symbolizes our heartfelt appreciation. Oh, I hadn't read this. Our heartfelt appreciation for our cherished board trustees, Maria Kavanaugh, Chris Eagle, Carla Glass, and Stephanie Pollard. Though the blooms may be small, they carry an abundance of love and gratitude for the incredible dedication each trustee brings to our community. Through their time, care, and wisdom, they help guide Unity Center of Peace as a steady, flourishing, and united spiritual family. Being a board member is a vital and fun role that one that involves vision, thoughtful leadership, and a deep commitment to our mission. From strategic planning and financial oversight to legal guidance and supporting our spiritual leadership, they carry these responsibilities with grace and integrity. Oh. This simple bouquet blooms with deep appreciation for these remarkable souls who hold the heart of our community. Thank you for nurturing the spiritual growth and vibrant ministry that define our church. Thank you. What I really hope, too, is that you just know, like, we're a heartful bunch, and when we remember and function from our hearts in this capacity, you know, the legal stuff, not fun, but it is such a fun experience to be growing spiritually with this core group of people. And again, you know, if any of you ever feel called to move into leadership one day, come talk to me. That would be really fun to have more people stepping into these roles. So, okay. Okay, choir, you're on. Come on up. Thank you. It's your time.
This is what would be known as a standard, a classic, probably a rock and roll classic if you put it really. But I'm sure you all know the words, but in case you don't, to the chorus, it's let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. And then the second time is there will be an answer. Let it be.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me.
sir. Big hand, folks. Very nice.
I'll sit down then. Yeah. Oh my God. You're welcome. I just should carry this with me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is good. Okay, I just want to tell you something about that song, Let It Be, that I have heard, like all of us, a million times. I always thought that it said people, when people are living in the world, when brokenhearted people are living in the world, I thought it was in grief. Let it be. Not until recently did I realize is when brokenhearted people are living in the world, agree, there will be an answer. That changed the whole thing for me, right? When everybody agrees that there's going to be an answer, there'll be an answer. Let it be. So I know, right? So depressing. I love it. Okay, we got lots of things going on this Sunday and throughout the week. We're continuing the gourd sale. Gaines is, I think he's maybe not here today, but are there some, can you see, are there gourds out that window and on the deck? Okay, those are for sale, $5 a piece that benefit the YFM, our youth ed program. Next week, we are starting a new series called The 7 Gifts That Give You Everything. That is based on Derek Rydell's book, The Abundance Project. And it's a wonderful book. A couple years ago, we did a book study on that. Who participated in that? Yeah, it was a fabulous book. Well, we're just taking this one chapter that's so rich with information, and I'm going to talk on each week, give each concept a whole, week. So you'll also get handouts and study guides and meditations that will go along with that. We're also next week having our volunteer fair that Maria mentioned. And this is your opportunity to find out about what it takes to really hold this place together and make it the bright light that it is, and what opportunities there are to step into service and say yes to that. So please stay after the service. We'll have some food and music and fun stuff. Okay, and guess what? We're getting close to Halloween. So it is trunk or treat. This is a really fun thing that we do right out here in the parking lot. We decorate our trunks with whatever spooky stuff that we have, or maybe we've had it from last year and we'd like to do it again, and maybe a little candy, and our kids come from, go from car to car, trunk to trunk, and it's a fun time. The people from the neighborhood, last time we had people we didn't even know from our neighborhood that came by, and we got to know them. So it's a fun time, trunk or treat. So please think about how you would decorate your trunk. Men's Circle. David, did you want to talk about that? David Glass? Oh.
As Alt shows, the piano is very reliable way to get up here.
Yeah, right.
I've always relied on the piano.
Yeah. That's good.
Yes, next week, we're going to move the men's group consistently to third Sunday and not on fourth Sunday. We'll spread the light. So we have Super Soul Sunday. Am I too close? Super Soul Sunday on fourth Sunday, men's group, men's circle on third Sundays from here on. And the topic next week will be led by Gaines Steer. It's on Jungian psychology. And we'll reach into the collective unconscious for a light that we can shine, and archetypes, symbols, and even the amazing thing of manifesting parking lots through synchronicities, a realm that Jung looked into and wrote a whole book on synchronicities. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, and since it's such a broad topic, women who are interested in this topic are welcome to join us in the men's group, room 103 at 9:15 next Sunday. Great, see you then.
All right, thank you, David. Thank you. Beautiful. Mila, did you want to come up and, come on up. The Women's Prison Ministry is supporting, this is part of the new social justice team. Yeah, and Mila has a little invitation for you. And, please.
The piano.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi. This is an opportunity for all of us to shine our light. I'm really excited about this opportunity that came up for all of us to be able to do something. But I'm going to read this to save time, okay? Otherwise, okay. So carry on. As part of the social justice ministry, we are volunteering with Arise Collective, which is a North Carolina nonprofit organization that has been supporting incarcerated and formerly incarcerated women. They've been doing this for 45 years.
Wow.
We found out about it recently. We're being asked by this organization to help by supplying items for re-entry kits, which are comprised of self-care items such as shampoo, lotion, things like that. Some of the items are very inexpensive. So there's about 13 of them on the list. These kits will be given to women leaving North Carolina's 3 correctional facilities beginning November 1st. So we feel that when Pat Webster got the email to asking for help, so we felt right away that this would be a wonderful way to show these women that we care and we wish them well. Let me see. Mm-hmm. So we thought we would extend this to the entire community so we can all participate. Just briefly, I'm going to put out a sign in back as a way to get, let me tell you this first. The way this is set up is to go to the Unity newsletter and click on the Amazon site. Correct me if I'm saying anything. Click on the Amazon site, which will have a list of the items and the prices. You can choose and pay, of course, and these items will be sent directly to Robin Harrington, who's in charge. So you don't have to go to the store or anything. Just click pay, and it will go directly to Arise Collective.
What if you already have stuff?
Pardon?
What if you already have stuff?
You know, that's another question. For now, we were just thinking to announce this part.
Look, we'll talk about that after.
Uh-huh. Okay. Right. Is that okay? Because that is another opportunity to do that, but we'll talk about that later.
Thank you, Mila. Thank you so much. All right, so we already talked about the hypnosis workshop that's happening this afternoon. Deeper dive discussion is co-led by Dolores Branch today, and that will be room 103, which is the last door on the right. And Sacred Cafe, are we probably inside today? So, you know, enjoy some conversation and refreshments with us. And help us move a little some chairs so we can get those tables in. All right, thank you. I see some kids behind the door, so please, let's sing them in.
I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vision of God. I am the radiant life of God, I am, I am, I am.
Good afternoon, y'all. Oh, hi. Shannon, the YFM director. Today, first of all, big thanks to Michael for volunteering. Today we talked about, we're still talking about the power of zeal and how we can be excited to see everyone, to see others, and so we made binoculars. And I added mine's. I will see you if you want me to. It says, I'm excited to see you. You're amazing. So how do we become excited for others? By looking at their characteristics and their details and complimenting them. So we started that project. It's going to happen next week as well. So come back, come and check it out. I have extra posters if you want to put up posters for the trunk or treat. I'll put them down at the bottom of the stairs. You can grab them, put them up around your community, get the word out, and it's going to be fun. The one last thing I'll say is we are looking for a new YFM assistant. Laura chose to resign to do other work for herself. So we're looking for someone, hopefully 18 and up, hopefully every Sunday. Put the word out. The word will come in your newsletter. And, it really helps to have someone who is consistent and invested, and that I don't always have to go every week to ask people to give up their Sunday. That way we have someone. And it's really quite helpful and helps to, really helps to narrow down the lesson for each individual child. So, okay, thanks.
Thank you. Let's bless these children and the children everywhere. Together, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are, and we behold the Christ in you. Mwah. All right, let's stand and say our prayer of protection with I am statements, and then sing the peace song. All right, taking a nice deep breath together. And the light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever God is, and all is well.
Hi, it's Reverend Victoria here. I'm at Unity Center of Peace with our house band, Bright Matter.
Hello.
Yeah, and if this video has inspired you or empowered you or opened your heart, opened your consciousness, or even just given you hope, we ask that you support what we're doing here by making a donation today, going to unitychapelhill.org or clicking the link below. And we thank you.
Thank
you.